And so clashing reports are emerging where the deputy head of the hospital has said that no trace of poison was found in Navalny's body. Let's listen.
На сегодняшний день из тех исследований, которые были выполнены, ядов не выявлено.
On the other hand, the head of an anti-corruption agency confirmed that poison was found in Navalny's body, and the police has said that the poison is not just harmful for him but also for everyone around him. Hence, everyone has been asked to wear protective suits. Let's get in a sense of perspective on to whatever is happening in Russia at this moment. And I'm joined in by our correspondent Dan Ashby, who's joining us live from Moscow at this hour. A very warm welcome to you, Dan. Dan, let me begin by asking, have doctors confirmed reports of alleged poisoning? What's the latest that you're learning about Navalny's condition?
Well, his condition is still very serious, and we're hearing reports that it's changed from stable to unstable, but very difficult to verify that information coming from the hospital. What has happened, though, is these tests, which the hospital now saying they have not found any traces of poison in either his urine or his blood. And we're hearing state news agencies here that are backed by the Kremlin suggesting that hallucinogenic drugs may be involved, but not poisoning. So the insinuation being that he may have taken them, that may have caused him some harm. But look, there are clear battlegrounds being divided here, because his team, I think, would scoff at that suggestion. They are very clear that they believe it's poisoning, and as you say, they overheard this conversation between a police officer and a doctor in which the police officer said that the poison was so dangerous it could harm people who came close to Navalny. So two different narratives, but at the moment his team believe he was poisoned.
Right, and since you mentioned his team, Navalny's press secretary has alleged that the hospital is simply following the Kremlin's orders by blocking his transfer to Germany. What is happening with the air ambulance that has been sent by activists in Germany?
Yes, exactly. We believe the air ambulance has landed, but then of course was not allowed to take him because the hospital simply denied his evacuation, saying he simply wasn't healthy enough to be transported across the world. But again, that has been treated with extreme skepticism because his team believe that the order came from the Kremlin, and that what's happening here is that the Kremlin does not want the world to know what has happened to Navalny, exactly what type of poison was used, and that this is all for political reasons. That they point to all the previous poisonings that have happened in Russia, the deaths of journalists, of opposition leaders, and say this is effectively an attack on his life, and it's trying to be covered up.
Which is why, Dan, precisely, it's important to talk about how Navalny, a critic of Putin, has also been attacked in the past as well. Will international assistance be able to jump to his rescue, considering France and Germany have already offered help?
No, I don't think it will, to be honest, because Russians within Russia are very much only, governed by Russia itself. There's very little that other countries can do to help Navalny now without the assistance of the Kremlin and the acceptance of the Kremlin. So Navalny's life is in real danger. Clearly, if you believe his team, someone is trying to kill him, and we still don't know if he's going to come out of this alive. And as you say, he is a man who is in extreme danger all the time. He came to prominence by exposing corruption, naming officials, exposing their projects, and he wasn't able to be shut down because he used YouTube so effectively, broadcasting to millions of people. But as you say, he has been poisoned before, he has been arrested multiple times, he has been barred from running for president. He is not liked by the authorities here, but this is by far the most extreme threat to his life so far.
Right, this does seem by far the most extreme threat to Navalny's life. Let's hope that something comes to his rescue. On that note, thank you so much, Dan Ashby, for bringing us all those details. And with that